Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. On the visitors' sideline, Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys, losers a week ago, trying to turn things around here. On the other side, Commanders head coach Dan Quinn. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
Matt Gay to kick off for Washington.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
26-yard line.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
That's to about the 28, second down coming up.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Charles, we've seen some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, man, we got to put in Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Raymond.
22 yards on the catch.
It's a gain
run,
of 22 yards. That's
and even
good
this is a
for
top 5
Lions.
rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game.
First and 10
They're
at
going to do
the
their best to
50-yard
keep you
line.
honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
He is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
13 more
Line of
yards.
scrimmage, the
That's
37 on
another
first and 10.
Detroit Lions first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards.
Coming down toward the midway
That's
point in
another
quarter 1.
Detroit Lions first down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Goff's pass. Complete to Khalif
on
Raymond.
the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 5.
Down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The kicker on for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either.
Makes the score Lions 7,
0.
Commanders nothing.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll go down.
Washington takes over first and 10
25-yard line.
at their own 25-yard line.
Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Ready? His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right? 3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy. Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Luke
Let's see what kind
McCaffrey.
of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening
Brings
drive.
up 3rd and
Based on
5.
my time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels. 69 yards.
Washington.
And the Commanders are able to strike more quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Daniels, up and good. And
That
we are
ties
tied
the
at
game
7.
at 7.
So a 75-yard scoring
Matt
drive
Gay
on
to
just
kick
3
off for
plays.
Washington.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The
And he's all
Lions
the
take
way up
over
across
first
the
and
40
10
and down at the
at their own
42-yard
42-yard
return.
line.
The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game as you take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, and he's right there in the mix. Now inside the 25. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him as he's got the
It's a
afternoon off
gain
to
of
a great
57
start.
yards.
And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against
First
the run,
and goal
and they
at the
show it right
1-yard
there.
line.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this deep.
And he is
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Touchdown,
Detroit.
David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley.
The kicker on for the point after.
And finish in the end zone.
Extra
His
point
kick
right
is
down
good.
the middle. And that makes the score 14
Lions
to 7.
14. Commanders 7.
Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take
Jack
it.
Fox
The
to kick
scoring
off for
summary,
the Lions.
2 plays and into the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have this all the way out to the 50-yard line. Excellent field
The
position.
Commanders take over first
They
and
gave
10.
up the first touchdown of
At
the
the
game, but how about
50-yard
the
line.
response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And they go backwards
Gus
here.
Edwards,
Losing
the ball
yardage
carrier.
back at the 48-yard
The tackle
line.
by Jack Campbell.
The opening play of the drive
The
goes
tackle made
backwards.
back at
Now
his
they'll come up on
48-yard
2nd and 12. To the air goes Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Terry
And he's got this down to the 35.
A gain of 17 yards.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Daniels looking to throw. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him.
Terry
He's going to go down the range, but he takes this one down just shy of
13
the
yards
20.
on the play. That's good for a Washington first down.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 21 yards away. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Is good.
Extra point by
ties the
Gay is
game
up and
at
good.
14.
And we are tied at 14. This
Matt
one tied
Gay
at
to kick
14
off
now
for
as he sends
Washington.
this one away. And able to get this across the 20.
The Lions take over first
He's
and
dropped at the
10
23-yard
at their
line.
own 23-yard
The
line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a very motivated Bruce. Remember the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And
That's
frankly,
good
it's just
for
about
the Lions.
wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down
to David
nice little
Montgomery.
gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for
That could be the
Amon-Ra
stop
St.
this
Brown.
defense needed to get them back
Incomplete.
on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of
So after
24
the big
yards.
play on 4th, here's
And
first
the
and 10.
Lions, first down.
First throw now for the backup Allen. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First
15
down.
more yards. That's another Detroit Lions first
Now
down.
Allen again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up
Intended
incomplete.
for Jamison
Here's second and
Williams.
10.
Incomplete. Coverage by Mikey Sanderson.
Gibbs will get it. And
Jahmyr
they'll hurt
Gibbs,
the
the ball
average a
carrier.
bit as this time they're able
Brought
to get
down
him
behind the line of scrimmage.
Ninth
A
play of the
2-yard
drive
loss
coming
brings
up.
up
And certainly
3rd
not an
down
easy one
and
on 3rd
12.
and long. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. A 16-yard touchdown. And
The kicker
Lions
on
have
for the
broken
extra
our
point.
tie as they take the lead. The extra
The
point
kick
splits
is
the
good.
uprights. And the lead
Makes
is
the
now
score Lions
21-14.
21. Commanders 14.
So that drive consumes 9
Jack
plays all
Fox
told.
to kick off for
And
the
it was
Lions.
Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard
Washington
line.
will take over first
The
and 10
Washington offense
at
set
their
to
own
take over.
23-yard line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart, pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Complete
And
to
because
Terry
offensively,
McLaurin.
we know that they're not going to
It's
be
a
shy
gain of
about
7.
throwing that football.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And we've hit the
At the
2-minute mark
29-yard
in this
line.
first half of action. From the 29, here's second down and 3. Here's Daniels. Incomplete, but a Let's get the call.
Offense.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got
Still
down
second
for the
down.
hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
60 by 60.
To throw is Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Complete to number 17, Terry McLaurin.
11.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. That is incomplete.
Daniels pass to the
Finally, this
sideline
defense makes
and
a stand.
incomplete.
They've given up touchdowns in their
Press
first
way
2
in
drives, but
punt
here they
formation
said,
for the
we gotta put a
Commanders.
stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Complete
Nice
Raymond
punt
on the
that time,
return.
but they get
The
11
Lions
back
take over
on the
1st and
return.
10
And
at
the
their own
Lions will take over.
45-yard line.
The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. This one swung out to Montgomery.
Goss pass.
And he'll lose
Complete
yardage
to
on the
David
play back at
Montgomery.
the 45-yard
A
line.
loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Gone. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Goss
Backs
pass.
it away. And it
Intended
falls
for
down
Amon-Ra
incomplete.
St. Brown.
An incomplete
Incomplete.
pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up
Amos
with
on the
something here on
coverage.
3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
It's
The
a
Lions
gain
will
of
use the
31
first of their
yards.
timeouts.
And the
As they'll
Lions
stop the clock with
first
26
down.
seconds to go until halftime. Gets past one man. And he's tackled a yard short of the
Goss
marker.
pass.
Good gain of 9
Complete
on
to
first
number
down.
14,
The
Amon-Ra
Lions
St.
now
Brown.
going to use the second of their
A gain of
timeouts.
9. Brings
So that
up
means they're
2nd
down to
and
1
1
remaining here
at the
as we head
Commanders'
toward
4-yard
halftime.
line.
This is caught. And in for the Giants touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs as the first half is winding down.
Lions.
And the Lions would extend
kicker
their
on
lead
for
here
the point
just
after.
before halftime.
The kick is
No
good.
problem there on the extra
Makes
point.
the score
And the
Lions
lead now up to
28,
14.
Commanders 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back
Washington
line of the
takes
end
over
zone. It's
first
a
and 10
touchback, and they'll bring
at their
this
own
out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Lane. And Washington now
13
going to use
yards
the
on the
first
play.
of their 3
And a
timeouts.
Commanders
As
first
they'll stop it
down.
with 13 seconds to play
First
in
and
half
10
number
at the
1.
48-yard line.
Okay, ready? Go! Cut it!
Samuel in motion. On first down, and drop to throw. Now Daniels going to keep it. Now a
Jaden
timeout taken.
Daniels on the scramble.
Perhaps a chance for one more
The
quick
tackle
play
by
and then
Jack
another
Campbell.
timeout if they hurry.
1 yard
We'll see.
gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining.
Matt Gay
so they
on
can try
for
out
the field goal
unit for the try.
A 45-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. It's Week 10, Veterans Day coming up on Tuesday, by the way. We salute all the brave men and women who keep our country safe. This one's for you. Here we go with the highlights. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Houston. The Texans at home to take on the Jags in the AFC South. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. Footwork, agility, speed, power, a brilliant run for the touchdown. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's the Carolina defense getting the job done here. The ball's out, it's scooped up, and they're going to return it for the touchdown. A turnover in their own end of the field for a score for the D. The Panthers had to work for it, but they win it by a field goal. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's Lamar Jackson. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Ravens move their mark to 8-1 as they get the victory. A final look there at the rest of the scores from Week 10 with Cincinnati, Dallas, Kansas City, and Tennessee all on their bye. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the Dog hockey-winning coach of the Bucks, I just say you continue to play.
And now the ball's out. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Complete.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Recovered by the Lions.
Following the fumble recovery. Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Lions first down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall
intended
incomplete.
for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard
Leads to
line.
second and goal.
Here we go. What's that?
Off play action. Here's Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended
They
for
really like to
Amon-Ra
make the
St.
short
Brown.
field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. He'll be hit and taken down at 21.
Jared Goff
And fourth down
A
on
loss
is
of
Jake
13
Bates for the
yards.
Lions field goal.
It's fourth down and goal.
Bates'
The field
kick
goal
is
is good.
So after
Makes
4
the score
touchdowns in the game for this
31.
offense, this time they're forced
Commanders
into taking
17.
the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right?
Jack
so 4
Fox
out of
to
5,
kick off for
not
the
too
Lions.
bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly
Washington
broke
will
that
take
for
over
Moore, but
first and
as it
10
is, still a good return.
their
They'll
own
start the drive right around
37-yard
the
line.
37.
Let's go. 70 tip.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he's going to be met
Edwards,
at the
the
line
ball
of scrimmage
carrier.
and taken down.
Brought down right at the line of
Stop
scrimmage.
made by Jack
No
Campbell.
gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be taken down before it gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Let's go
That's
now.
good for a Commanders first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Washington first down.
Edwards now on first and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Second and 10
No
coming
gain
up.
on the play. Brings up second
To the air
and
goes
10
Daniels.
at the Lions' 29-yard
To
line.
the flat. It's complete.
Daniels pass.
And he is going to
Complete to
lose
Gus
yardage
Edwards.
here. This
On
offense
2-yard
in
loss
desperate
brings
need
up
of a
third
conversion
down
as they come
and
up
12.
on third down.
Ready.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Throw outside. McCaffrey's got it.
Daniels
And he'll be
pass.
stopped at the
Complete
27-yard
to
line,
Luke
well
McCaffrey.
short of the first down
A
marker.
4-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Gay's kick is good.
The field goal
And that will get the
is
disadvantage
good.
now back down to
Makes the
11.
score Lions
So
31.
3 points there. CD,
Commanders
that helps
20.
them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Oh, a good-looking return set up
The
here.
Lions take over first
They'll
and
break
10.
this out all the way
At
to
their
the
own
38-yard
38-yard
line.
line.
Great return. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he spins past him and into space.
Jameer
And he'll be
Gibbs.
taken down, but not before he works it past
It's a
the
gain
50.
of 16 yards.
97 yards rushing
And the
for him so
Lions
far as his
first
terrific
down.
season continues here. And he'll take this ahead
Number
for about
5,
4.
David
Second
Montgomery,
down
the
coming
ball
up.
carrier. He was taken down by Jartavius Martin. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and
Out
6.
the gun, they'll give to
At the
Gibbs.
42-yard
Fights
line.
off the defender. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So
A
they'll
gain of
come up
9
first and
yards.
10 now from the 33.
That's good for a Lions first down.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And down he goes. They sack it back right on the 41-yard line.
Jared Goff sacked.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Throwing on second and long. Goff. That's hauled in by St. Brown
Complete
over
to
the middle.
Amon-Ra St.
That'll give
Brown.
him 8 that time.
That's
And
a
that
gain
brings
of
up
8.
third and a full
Brings
10
up
yards.
third and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And he'll get
Goff
into the end
pass
zone.
complete to
Touchdown,
Khalif Raymond.
Detroit.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Khalif Raymond, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win
The kicker
column as they
on for the
extend
extra
their
point.
lead here in this fourth quarter.
His
After,
kick
right
is
down the
good.
middle. And the lead
Makes
is up
the
to
score
18 now.
Lions 38. Commanders
A
20.
drive that time of 6 plays. And the end
Jack
result,
Fox
a
to kick
Detroit
off
touchdown.
for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the
Washington
26-yard
takes over
line.
first and 10.
Lions will use the first of their
26-yard line.
timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Shot. County Lions.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. Defensively, it was
Edwards, the ball
Avonte
carrier.
Maddox makes with the tackle.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up
A
with
gain
a
of 5
second and 5.
brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now Daniels. That's Samuel. Caught that pass.
Complete to number 1, Debo Samuel.
It's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Daniels. Working the middle of the field. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now he's going to step up and run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
The quarterback keeps it.
On the other side has got it.
On the play. Recovered by the Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. They're going to snuff this play.
Jahmyr Gibbs, the ball carrier.
We have not seen that much today.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player
Jahmyr
of the Week.
Gibbs, the ball
One of the guys
carrier.
on the team would say, yeah, we called him
He's
the
tackled
disruptor.
at the 40-yard
That's carrying
line.
forward again.
A 13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
Wait, 20. What's that? What's that?
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
A gain of 39 yards.
Rushing for him now on just his
And
first
the
3
Lions,
carries.
first down. 1st and goal, Detroit.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at
Jared
the 10.
Goff sacked. A loss of 11 yards.
In there to take him
second
down.
down
What will
and
take
goal.
us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Goff going to throw it. A hit as he throws there.
Goff's
Incomplete.
pass intended for
Big play
Amon-Ra
coming
St.
here.
Brown.
It's 3rd and goal.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Goff now looks to throw. And it is caught.
Goff
Touchdown.
complete to
Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra St.
Touchdown,
Brown.
Detroit.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after
The
that
kicker
one,
on
CD.
for the point
Well, he
after.
looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you
The
up
kick
and allows
is
you to
good.
take maybe a few more chances.
Makes the score
and definitely
Lions
play with more
45.
confidence because he certainly saw
Commanders
something he
20.
could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know.
Jack Fox,
Just
the
get it to
kickoff
me.
for the
And the rest was
Lions.
all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
On the return, Noah Igbenogany. Oh, able to avoid him.
Noah
And he's going to be
Igbenogany on the
stopped
return.
cold. Good coverage here by
Commanders
the
take
kick
over
team to bring
1st
that
and
return
10
to an abrupt
at
halt.
their own 24-yard
Now we
line.
get another look at Washington on offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just outpacing that. They were going up against a team just playing the whole league.
DJ Reader.
A loss of
In
5
there to get him,
brings
and
up
on the
2nd
season
and
now, that is
15
9
at
sacks
the
for him.
19-yard line.
Ready,
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. Daniels. Under pressure. They
Jaden
got him
Daniels
again.
sacked by Quinton Jefferson.
Jefferson.
A 7-yard
He's
loss.
the one that drops
brings
him
up
this go
3rd
around.
down.
And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete.
Samuel.
Washington now going to use
He's a
the
pickup of
first of their
44
3 timeouts.
That's
As
good
they stop
for
it
a
here with just under
Washington
40 seconds
first
to go in
down.
the game.
first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Edwards. And boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run.
He's
Winds up getting about 6.
37-yard line.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Over the middle, that's complete to
Daniels pass. Complete.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final
A gain of
timeout.
2. Brings up
Stop it with a
third
little
and
over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
60 by 6.
Here's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
A gain of 12 yards.
And we will get a timeout
first down.
with 2 ticks left.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.